Our love story starts with our main character, Itu Makoto, a virgin with no friends who falls in love at first sight with Katsura Kotonoha, a shy girl who likes reading and rides the same train as Makoto. While she's not looking, he takes a picture of her because they say that if you have a picture of your crush on your phone without anyone noticing, you might end up together or whatever nonsense that is. On the first day of school, Sekai Sayonji, who sits next to Makoto, catches him staring at Kotonoha's picture. Out of nowhere, Sekai befriends Kotonoha and sets my boy up on a date with her. Right after school, Makoto lets Kotonoha know how he feels about her, and she accepts. To thank Sekai for what she's done, he tells her to ask him for whatever she wants, so she decides to straight up kiss him. The next day, Makoto and Kotonoha go out on a date where he ignores Kotonoha completely, and at the end, Makoto tries to get a kiss, but after messing it up, they give it a second chance by going to the cinema with tickets Sekai gave them. But finally, Makoto mans up and tells Kotonoha that he'll be waiting for her at the train station. After a long wait, Kotonoha shows up, and they finally After that, she invites him to her house, where he meets her sister, who is strangely close to him. But at the end of the day, they both get a good laugh. The next day, we get to know that Sekai is in love with Makoto, because his dumbass didn't catch it after 4 entire episodes. Later that day, Makoto tries to get intimate with Kotonoha on the rooftop, but she starts tweaking when he reaches her breasts and leaves. He then goes to Sekai to ask for advice, and she proposes a special training, making out, as if the kiss wasn't enough. After that, they all go hang out at the public pool, but Makoto still couldn't stop thinking about Sekai, even though she told him to forget about her. So he runs to her house and after that day, they start hooking up every day and everywhere, literally everywhere. So Kotonoha's best friend, Setsuna Kiora, starts spreading the rumor that Makoto and Kotonoha broke up, while Kotonoha thinks that she's still in a relationship even though Makoto doesn't give a single fuck, and she ends up catching him and Sekai getting freaky on the rooftop, and to make things worse, there's these 3 bitches that hate on her because the leader is in love with Makoto. The thing is, one night, Kotonoha goes to Makoto's house while he is with Sekai and sees another girl's shoes, so she leaves crying. Sekai then decides to leave, blaming Makoto for his inability to break up with Kotonoha, and she runs across Kotonoha, who was waiting for her, and Kotonoha slaps the shit out of her. At the school festival, Kotonoha catches the loli kissing Makoto while he's asleep, but decides not to snitch to anyone about it, while Makoto had to deal with promising both Sekai and Kotonoha that he would go to the dance with them, even after everything Kotonoha went through. Meanwhile, Makoto's childhood friend tells him she loves him, and they hook up in a hidden dark room, and later that day, Makoto leaves Kotonoha stranded and goes to the dance with Sekai, while Makoto's best friend takes the chance to basically rape Kotonoha while she is still confused about the situation. After that, Makoto finally breaks up with Kotonoha officially, and she goes crazy. Apparently, Makoto starts to hook up with not only Sekai and his childhood friend, but with almost everyone on the show. On the other hand, Sekai seems to be pregnant, as if no one expected it, so she goes up to class and screams that it's Makoto's child.
You are the father!
And after that, no one wants to come close to him anymore, until one night he runs across Kotonoha, who has become schizophrenic, and this nigga Makoto decides to come back with her after seeing that, but Sekai didn't like it, so she decides to stab Makoto to death by surprise. And Kotonoha, after seeing the body, went up to Sekai, where she unlocks the Ultra Instinct, killing Sekai and opening her stomach to check if she was actually pregnant. And it turns out she wasn't. Sekai only made that up to stop Makoto from being with other girls. The story ends with Kotonoha leaving on a boat with Makoto's head.